Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this Clash of Champions Fallout edition of Monday Night Raw live from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And the main event tonight, it'll be Daniel Bryan versus Robert Roode. And that is going to be a match that, well, hasn't been seen before really. And it's going to happen right here tonight. And also tag team action involving the television champion Andrade, Ali, and EC3. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to kick off Monday Night Raw with the man who ended Clash of the Champions last night, Ricochet, the NXT champion. And if you didn't watch NXT, if you haven't watched NXT, it's live on the channel. All episodes on demand as well as takeovers. But the last NXT show, NXT TakeOver New Orleans, we saw that man right there, Ricochet, dethrone Jinder Mahal to become NXT champion. But the question is, will Ricochet be the last man to hold the NXT championship? Because just like Vince McMahon said a couple of weeks ago, the NXT champion has the ability to challenge either the WWE champion of SmackDown or the World Heavyweight champion of Raw. And that match will be a unification match of both NXT and that specific World Championship. So Ricochet basically has a guaranteed World Championship match set for him at the Royal Rumble. And he did stare down the World Heavyweight Champion Finn Balor. And look at this, the fans in Calgary. And Ricochet can't believe it. Him stepping foot for the first time here on Monday Night Raw. See what he has to say. Oh, and Finn Balor, well, he has definitely have a match set up for himself at the Royal Rumble. NXT champion Ricochet made his choice, and it will be Ricochet versus Finn Balor at the Royal Rumble for both NXT and World Heavyweight Championships. What an announcement. And speaking of the World Heavyweight Championship, there's Roman Reigns. And Reigns wants to know why he was removed from that Raw Tag Team Championship match last night. He was Seth Rollins' partner before Ric Flair nixed it. And Ric Flair pushing Roman Reigns' buttons. The interim general manager. And Reigns wants a tag team championship match next week. Oh, and Roman Reigns with the smirk on his face. And what a stipulation given forth by our interim general manager, Ric Flair. Raw Tag Team Championship match next week. And if Reigns and Rollins lose, they're not eligible to be in the Royal Rumble match. And, of course, Royal Rumble is our next pay-per-view. We're on the road to WrestleMania. But we have a lot of stops. And it includes the Royal Rumble. And ladies and gentlemen, we are set for some tag team action with this man right here being one of the men involved. Cassius Ohno. And the fans, everybody's not happy with Cassius Ohno. Cassius Ohno back down in NXT. He used to be a, well, fan favorite, a respected individual amongst the fans and the locker room alike. But ever since he made the jump to Monday Night Raw, he's had a new attitude. He's had a new approach in life. We still don't know his motive for attacking EC3. We can guess what his motive was for attacking Almas. Is that Almas holds a piece of gold. That red leather strap that Andrade Cien Almas holds. He successfully defended the television title against EC3 last night, only for Cassius Ohno to end up attacking EC3 following the match. And you know, there's a lot of drama, a lot of beef going on in this tag team match. Excuse me. I'm thinking about the match that Ric Flair booked next week. This is a tag team match, but non-title tag team match. No titles at stake. And this matchup here. Here comes the television champion. Zelina Vega, his manager in tow, Andrade Cien Almas. And Andrade Cien Almas, one of the best wrestlers in the world, probably the best wrestler in the world if you talk to the right people. Andrade Cien Almas, him and Cassius Ohno haven't really been the best of friends, haven't really been the best of buddies. Remember the last time these two butt heads, Cassius Ohno knocked Andrade Cien Almas out in the middle of that ring. So you know it's bad blood between Almas and Cassius Ohno. And guess what? They have to team together. They have to be tag team partners here tonight. And I've talked to Zelina Vega before the show, when Zelina Vega said, well, Cassius Ohno and Andrade don't get along, but they will get along tonight because they're fighting toward a common goal. And the common goal is both of their hands being raised at the end of this match, with the referee announcing both their names. And well, she told me specifically the television champion, Andrade Cien Almas. And there goes Cassius Ohno, and look at those two men right there. You saw the glance, the tension. It's thicker, well, thicker than blood. And Andrade and Cassius Ohno, they have bad blood. You could cut the tension with a knife. You saw Andrade and you saw Cassius Ohno, they stared each other down a bit. And Zelina Vega talking to Almas' game plan, the strategy for Andrade Cien Almas, which makes Andrade a force to be reckoned with here on Monday Night Raw. Andrade Cien Almas, with the help of Zelina Vega, has managed to make his stock here in WWE rise. But here comes their opponents, and here comes Mustafa Ali. And Mustafa Ali, he made his Raw debut a couple of weeks ago, and he challenged the World Heavyweight Champion Finn Balor to a non-title match in a losing effort. But well, Ali, he sure as hell had a lot of fight packed in him. And no one is shooting down Ali. No one's shooting down Mustafa Ali's shot at glory here on the red brand. And Monday Night Raw is definitely the land of opportunity. And that was what SmackDown was called. But all these young individuals, these talents from NXT, making their names here on Monday Night Raw. And all four of these men are sure as hell making their names. And they're going to make their name tonight. They're going to make their name heard even more tonight in EC3. He unsuccessfully challenged Andrade Cien Almas for the television championship last night at Clash of the Champions. Still wrestling, still working with a hurt shoulder and all, is EC3. And EC3 sure as hell wants a piece of Cassius Ohno. He sure as hell isn't done with Andrade Cien Almas. And guess what? EC3 has the luxury that both Almas and Cassius Ohno do not. He's able to, well, put his hands on both his rivals in this match without costing his team an inch. But at what cost? EC3 is injured. EC3 has those shoulder issues, those back issues, rib issues. After what Cassius Ohno did to him last Monday, on Monday Night Raw, powerbombed him off the stage onto the concrete floor. And EC3, well, he's still deemed to compete here. And that's exactly what EC3 is going to do. No quit in EC3. No quit in EC3 here tonight as we get set for this tag team match. And earlier tonight we've seen Ricochet announce that he will face Finn Balor for the World Heavyweight Championship at the Royal Rumble. We have Daniel Bryan versus Robert Roode in our main event. There's a lot going on here on Monday Night Raw, coming to you from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And Ali and ONeil are going to kick off this matchup here. As ONeil, Ali staring each other down, and Ali's not going to take any chances. Smart moves by Mustafa Ali. Not going to take any chances with a man whose initials are KO and is very known for knocking people the hell out. And now ONeil with a punch right to the gut. Heard that from a mile. And look at this! ONeil, despite his size, sure as hell can move in that ring. Can do things that, well, most ordinary people cannot, that are lighter than him. And now ONeil has the power. He has the speed. Ooh. And what a neck breaker there by ONeil. Look at this, staring down EC3, and look at this, taunting EC3, and EC3 are gonna sure as hell talk trash back. And now ONeil has Ali in big trouble early on, and a huge big boot caught him right on the jaw. Cassius Ohno, the methodical pace of ONeil. He just circles you like a vulture and he picks you apart, and he's ready. And when he's ready for the killing, he'll tell you when he's ready. When he winds up that elbow, and here is the television champion Andrade, Cien, Almas, and the teamwork from Almas and ONeil. It really proves Zelina Vega's theory. It proves what she said to be earlier tonight correct. And what a German suplex by Almas. Middle of the ring, and no kick out by Ali, not even at a 2 count. And now Almas is going to follow suit. He's going to dissect Ali here. Referee knocked down in the exchange. And now Ali, ooh, punch right to the gut. Oh, punches right to the gut, and he caught Almas right square in the face with that kick. And now Ali, has Ali taught EC3 a couple of things? And I think he has. What a drop kick by EC3, and the people in Calgary, Alberta, Canada are on their feet. And now EC3 with a clothesline. EC3 caught him with a clothesline here. These fans are on their feet for EC3. And now gonna lay his hands on the man that he almost was close to beating last night at Clash of the Champions, Andrade, Cien, Almas. And look at now ONeil now trying to get involved. ONeil was trying to get involved, and I think EC3 is not done. Is definitely not done with Cassius Ohno. He took out the trash. He dumped the trash known as Cassius Ohno, and he's not through. Still laying rights into ONeil, and look who's there. It's Andrade, Cien, Almas, and all face first. Into the ring post goes EC3. Remember, hurt shoulder, hurt rib cage, and all. Honestly, shouldn't be competing, but he looks fine to me. And what a driver by Almas, and just like that, he took the crowd out of it. The crowd not happy that EC3's being beaten down here. And what a Hurricane Rana by Almas. Great Hurricane Rana, great athleticism by Andrade, Cien, Almas, and now going to tag in Cassius Ohno. Tagging in Cassius Ohno, and you see Zelina Vega on the apron, giving out the game plan to both ONeil and Almas. Rebound off the ropes, and my goodness, right to the ribs, 300 plus pounds. Cassius Ohno drops right on the EC3, and it just kicks out. At 2.5, Ali wants back in this match. He sees his partner being dissected, being dismantled here by Ohno and Almas. And Zelina Vega's really straightened up her boys. Straightened up Ohno, straightened up Almas. You know the tension's in the air between those two men. Missed the bicycle kick, and what a German suplex by EC3. Turned Cassius Ohno inside out, and you know these two individuals, you know Ohno and you know EC3 are far from done. Oh, huge back elbow by EC3. Another back elbow by EC3, and the right hands by EC3. And look at this. Look at this. Bringing Almas the hard way back in. There goes Almas. And oh, there goes Cassius. And it's the numbers game. EC3 again. Cassius Ohno showing his athleticism. And brings him down. What a face buster. What a face buster by Ohno. And now Cassius Ohno. Oh. Knife edge chop, and you can hear him all the way in the nosebleeds. You can hear the knife edge chops all the way in the nosebleeds. And oh my goodness! Absolute power. The body of Cassius Ohno just collides with EC3's at a scary rate. And now Almas and EC3. Oh! Almas with a kick right to the side of EC3's head. And now Cassius Ohno and Andrade Cien Almas. They sure as hell are getting along. And a clothesline. Clothesline right to EC3. Shoulders are down, and now Ali gets involved, saving his partner from, well, the match. Saving his partner from losing. And look at Cassius Ohno. He's talking some trash to Ali. Oh, and he caught him with a jawbreaker. Did EC3. And now EC3. EC3 has him. And now EC3 just hammering away at Cassius Ohno here. Hammering away. And now tags in Ali. Ohno tags in Almas. And here we go. Wait a minute. And you knew that this alliance wasn't going to last very long. Almas was just blasted by Cassius Ohno, and you see Zelina Vega just staring a hole right into Cassius Ohno. And Cassius Ohno just cost Almas the match. He turned on Andrade Cien Almas, and now 5-4 by Mustafa Ali, and Ali pins the champion. Ali pins the champion in a shocking, but at the end of the day, not so shocking turn of events. Ohno turns on Andrade Cien Almas and allows Mustafa Ali and EC3 to get the victory here. What? Whoa, unbelievable. And you know Zelina Vega's pissed, but there is Titus ONeil, the curator of Titus Worldwide. He will be in the ring later tonight. But speaking of now, here is the new Intercontinental Champion, the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura. And Shinsuke Nakamura hot off the heels, hot off his victory against, well, the improbable, the undefeatable Braun Strowman. Last night at Clash of the Champions, Shinsuke Nakamura took an absolutely different approach in dethroning the IC champion Braun Strowman. Instead of trying to outpower Braun Strowman, he simply used his hard-hitting strikes, his strong style, to get the better of the big man. And that's exactly what Shinsuke Nakamura did, and that's exactly why Shinsuke Nakamura is holding that, has the white strap wrapped across his waist in a very, very, very emotional victory for Shinsuke Nakamura. And Shinsuke Nakamura's resume so far in WWE has been a good one. And it reads like this: defeated Brock Lesnar in his debut at WrestleMania. Defeated Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. And now defeated Braun Strowman for the Intercontinental Championship at Clash of the Champions. And is now the Intercontinental Champion. And Shinsuke Nakamura, Intercontinental Champion. Shinsuke Nakamura, and it feels so right. It feels so good to call that man right there our new Intercontinental Champion. And you know that Shinsuke Nakamura is gonna celebrate. People call him the Michael Jackson of professional wrestling, and well, look, I have to agree. That man right there, Shinsuke Nakamura, he's been through the ringer here on Monday Night Raw. He's gone through, and he's went against the toughest of the tough. The baddest, the meanest, the toughest sons of guns here in the WWE he has. And Shinsuke Nakamura has defeated them all. Braun Strowman included. And Shinsuke Nakamura, what an entrance, what a celebration this is for Shinsuke Nakamura. These fans in Calgary, Alberta, Canada are on their feet. Hell, I'm on my feet watching our new Intercontinental Champion. Has. Whoa, wait a minute! Already? Well, the celebration, I think this is Nakamura's idea for a celebration. Shinsuke Nakamura is going to defend the Intercontinental Championship tonight? And guess who's knocking at Shinsuke Nakamura's door? It's a former Intercontinental Champion himself, Dolph Ziggler. And Dolph Ziggler, we haven't seen Dolph Ziggler in a while, to be honest, and he's answering Shinsuke Nakamura's open challenge here for the Intercontinental Championship. And Dolph Ziggler has been an Intercontinental Champion before in his career. Former television champion, in fact, the inaugural television champion. That was the man that Andrade Cien Almas beat to become the television champion. And Dolph Ziggler is going to answer Shinsuke Nakamura's Intercontinental Championship Open Challenge here. He's going to go from the TV title to the IC title. And well, I'm not complaining about it. Dolph Ziggler is one of the best in the world, and Shinsuke Nakamura is as well. And Nakamura defending the IC Championship here tonight. One night removed from his title victory And this may be one short reign for Shinsuke Nakamura if Dolph Ziggler manages to get the better of Nakamura. And we've seen that in the past. We've seen certain superstars get the better of Shinsuke Nakamura. And now Nakamura turns him around and he digs the knees right into the back, and already shoulders are down and Ziggler doesn't even flinch there. Oh, Nakamura sure as hell come to play here. No time for the silly games. And Dolph Ziggler, you can say the same as well for Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler sure as hell come to play as well. He was the first man. Oh, there goes Nakamura over the top, and what a knee. Caught him right on the knee. The kitchen sink right to the knee. And now Ziggler just throws him into the steel steps, and this aggressiveness from Dolph Ziggler right out the gate. And is that the way to put away Shinsuke Nakamura here? Just be overly aggressive and don't allow Nakamura to even breathe. And that's exactly what Dolph Ziggler is doing. Dolph Ziggler was the first man to step up to the plate. Didn't even really give Nakamura a chance to get warmed up, but that is the penalty of an open challenge. The person who's challenging you has the opportunity to study you, but you don't have the opportunity to study them. And now, Dolph Ziggler throws Shinsuke Nakamura back into the ring. Nakamura's been through the ringer on the outside. And now, caught him with a knee. A knee right to the chest by Dolph Ziggler. And now Ziggler. Just the disrespect by the former television champion. Former world champion is Dolph Ziggler as well. Former Mr. Money in the Bank. A lot of things that Dolph Ziggler has achieved in his WWE career. And what a boot. Boot right to the face. And now shoulders are down. Dolph Ziggler has him. No, he doesn't. Not just yet. Dolph Ziggler, former United States champion, Intercontinental champion, World Heavyweight champion, former Mr. Money in the Bank, is Dolph Ziggler. And he could be the next Intercontinental champion. And look, just wrapping his head around Shinsuke Nakamura, just squeezing the head of the champion. Oh, trying to go for the splash. Nobody home. Nakamura now gonna dig the knife edge chops, and now the kicks by Shinsuke Nakamura. The kicks by the Intercontinental champion and the king of strong style coming to you, Dolph, with those strong strikes, and digs the knee right onto the upper back neck region of Dolph Ziggler. And I don't think Dolph Ziggler was he really anticipating Shinsuke Nakamura to be this way, to be so brutal. We saw Shinsuke Nakamura dispose of Braun Strowman last night in an upset. There was a lot of people rooting for Braun Strowman to win that match, but Nakamura pulls the upset of the century, and now the right hands by Ziggler, and now Ziggler, and just doing anything it takes to beat Shinsuke Nakamura here. Nakamura on one knee, Ziggler hooks him in, and what a DDT! Spikes the champion with the DDT. The shoulders are down, and Nakamura kicks out at 2. And you could just see the anger seething from Dolph Ziggler. And now Dolph rolls through. Nakamura trips him up. Champion tripped him up. And what a backstabber by Shinsuke Nakamura. And what a way this is for celebrating for Shinsuke Nakamura. The way that he celebrates is an open challenge. The way he celebrates his championship victory is, 50-50 chance of kicking someone's head off. And Nakamura just digging the knees into the side of the head, the temple of Dolph Ziggler. And now Nakamura on the second rope. This does not bode well. We've seen this last night. We see Nakamura do this to Braun Strowman last night. And the Kinshasa from the middle rope. Dolph Ziggler, I don't think he knows where he's at. If you want me to be frank, spoke too soon. Dolph now, zigzag by Ziggler. Zigzag by Dolph Ziggler. And Ziggler not gonna let up. Super kick. Super kick by Dolph Ziggler. Is it over, new champ? No. Nakamura kicks out at 2. Nakamura kicks out at 2.5. And now Dolph Ziggler digs the elbow right into the heart of Shinsuke Nakamura. And now Dolph Ziggler over and over and over again. The elbows, the brutal elbows, right into the heart of Shinsuke Nakamura. Gonna go for it the 10th time. And now Ziggler, I think he may try to go for the big one. The real big one. From the top rope. A la Shawn Michaels. No! Missed that. Ziggler missed it. Ziggler missed it. Kinshasa! Kinshasa! By Shinsuke Nakamura. And Nakamura beats Dolph Ziggler in a fast-paced championship match. What a match this was between these two men. And Ziggler almost had Nakamura beat there with that super kick. But Nakamura prevails. Ziggler tried to go for the top rope elbow. Nobody home, and it allowed Shinsuke Nakamura to knee Dolph Ziggler straight in the face with that Kinshasa. And Nakamura, the celebration continues for the king of strong style, Shinsuke Nakamura. Absolutely astonishing is Shinsuke Nakamura. And oh man, here comes the former champion, and the celebration has been cut short. Braun Strowman is here. Wait, he wants to do 3 weeks? Raw is war! And Braun Strowman wants that Intercontinental Championship back on the Raw's War episode of Monday Night Raw. And that is in 3 weeks. Then go home show of the Royal Rumble. And there's Ali. And Ali makes the promise that he's gonna be. Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Andrade Cien Almas coming out of nowhere! Oh! My goodness! And Almas coming out of nowhere! Oh! Caught him right on the corner of that wall! Caught him right on the corner of that wall! And now Andrade Cien Almas pissed off that Ali pinned him! And a DDT right on the concrete! Oh, we need help for Ali. We need help for Ali. And this feud between Andrade and ONeil's getting out of hand. But well, ladies and gentlemen, we have to switch gears to the curator, the leader, Titus ONeil, the president of Titus Worldwide Enterprises. Titus ONeil himself. And he has a big announcement regarding, well, his enterprise, regarding Titus Worldwide. And Titus, he tried to recruit Cedric Alexander to be his the first recruitment under Titus Worldwide Enterprises, but Cedric Alexander just keeps declining, keeps refusing. And Titus ONeil wants Cedric Alexander to be out here for his announcement. Does it involve Cedric? Does it not? We have to find out. He's been highly anticipated here. Well, for me at least. I don't think a lot of people really respect Titus ONeil. And Didn't even let Titus ONeil speak, and just like what I said about the respect thing, Cedric Alexander is one of those people that don't respect Titus ONeil. And Cedric Alexander, he's making his way to the ring right now. Titus ONeil invited him out here for this big announcement. It could be anything, really. Titus ONeil was out for months and months and months, stopped being really a pro wrestler, and became a mind, became a visionary. Wanted to, influence young talent, wanted to influence stars that aren't really being looked at here on Raw and SmackDown, but mostly Monday Night Raw. And there's Cedric Alexander. And the sarcasm, Titus ONeil, the respect, not really there. Will Titus, will Cedric join Titus Worldwide? And Cedric said, hell no. Hell no. And Cedric, what the hell? Who is that? Who is that? Just brought down Cedric Alexander. And this was a setup. And that's Jason Jordan. That's Jason Jordan of American Alpha. That's Jason Jordan of American Alpha. And not again, he brings him down. Jason Jordan of American Alpha just dismantled Cedric Alexander, and is he the new recruit of Titus Worldwide? Well, ladies and gentlemen, this later this week on SmackDown, Asuka will have her championship coronation following her win against Becky Lynch at Clash of Champions, and next week on Monday Night Raw, Raw Tag Team Championships are on the line as the Bullet Club defend against Rollins and Reigns, familiar teammates, and Rollins and Reigns. But ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our main event. And simply, our main event will be glorious as we kick it off with Robert Roode. The former Bobby Roode is making his way to the ring here. And ladies and gentlemen, before the break, what a shocking revelation. Jason Jordan making his presence known here on Monday Night Raw, attacked Cedric Alexander, and pretty much certain that he was the main announcement, that he was the big announcement, that he was the first recruit into Titus Worldwide Enterprises. Jason Jordan of the former American Alpha. But ladies and gentlemen, we have to switch gears to our main event here. Robert Roode, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And you know, Bobby Roode has been brought up in Canada. Not really Calgary, but pretty sure Toronto, Ontario. And Bobby Roode has only been on the brand for only a couple of weeks and is already main eventing against a former world champion, in Daniel Bryan. And Daniel Bryan requested this match. He wanted a piece of someone, and that someone is Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode stepped up to the plate. And Robert Roode, he did change his name from Bobby to Robert. And here is Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan, that's one pissed off goat. And he's yesing now, but in that ring, Daniel Bryan is a whole new animal. We saw it last night at Clash of the Champions, where he went against Elias and, he beat the hell out of Elias in under a minute. And Daniel Bryan, the fans are on their feet. for Daniel Bryan. And Daniel Bryan, one thing that he wants to do more than anything is to get his hands on The Miz. The Miz wronged Daniel Bryan after he turned on Daniel Bryan a couple of weeks ago, and he cost him the Raw Tag Team Championships. Former Raw Tag Team Champion Daniel Bryan, The Miz, cost both him and Daniel Bryan the Raw Tag Team titles when he turned on Daniel Bryan, and he allowed the Bullet Club to beat them. And ever since then, Daniel Bryan has just been ready, willing, and able to, kick The Miz's ass. And I think he sees a little bit of The Miz in Robert Roode. And Robert Roode now going to play mind games against Daniel Bryan. And look at Robert Roode just telling off Daniel Bryan. Talking a bit of trash to Daniel. Roode back into the ring. And both of these men, two veterans in that squared circle going against each other for the first time ever. And the kicks by Daniel Bryan. Caught him with the knee, brought Robert Roode down, and another set of kicks by Daniel Bryan. And like I said, Daniel Bryan is a whole new animal in that ring ever since The Miz really turned his back on him. And now caught him with the kitchen sink again, and Robert Roode's in big trouble. Robert Roode is in a real pickle right now, as Daniel Bryan has the arm and he's pulling the arm. Can easily tear a tendon in the arm. And now Robert Roode getting the hell out of Dodge. Getting out of that hold as quickly as possible. And what a snap power slam by Robert Roode. Has Daniel Bryan's shoulders are down, and a kick out by Bryan. And now Roode hooks him in. What a suplex. What a suplex by Robert. And now Robert Roode and another right by Robert Roode. And look at this, just pulling apart. Pulling the rope and pulling Daniel Bryan's arm. Can easily dislocate the elbow. And now Roode with an elbow catches Daniel Bryan on the jaw. And now Roode locking in. Has that lock, trying to burn the stamina out of Daniel Bryan. Trying to burn the energy out of Daniel Bryan whilst regaining his. And Roode, he has a whole lot of momentum going for himself as of late. He's undefeated here on Monday Night Raw. And now, Daniel Bryan gonna deliver those kicks. Kicks right to the chest. And, this may change. Robert Roode's momentum may change in an instant, because you're going one-on-one against Daniel Bryan. And Bryan brings Roode down. Brought Roode down there. And now rebound off the ropes. Tried to go behind him. And now what a counter by Roode. Roode now has the arm that he was working on earlier. And that's that arm of Daniel Bryan. This doesn't bode well really for Daniel. And again the Fujiwara armbar. Again pulling at the arm of Daniel Bryan. But Bryan is a submission specialist. Knows every submission under the book. And Bryan behind the back in a German suplex. Shoulders are down here. Roode in trouble, and a kick out. Kick out by Roode. And Roode is still in this match, but Bryan is sure as hell going to bring him everything he's got. And Roode rebound off the ropes, try to go for it again to Daniel Bryan, and Roode counters. Right back at the arm is Robert Roode. Roode brings him down. Right on the arm. And Roode is sure as hell been working on that arm, and it's a good strategy going against Daniel Bryan like that. Daniel Bryan's known to be a submission specialist, known to lock in those submissions. And when you take apart his arm, you take apart one of the main components of a submission, of how to apply a submission. You really got Daniel Bryan, half of Daniel Bryan's offense right then and there. And now Roode tried to deliver the elbow. Bryan saw it coming. Bryan delivers the drop kick, brings Roode down. And now Roode trying to get to his feet. This does not bode well for Robert Roode. And now over the middle rope, between the ropes, Daniel Bryan flies. Bryan flies onto Robert Roode, and now on the top, Daniel Bryan on the top rope. This doesn't look good for Robert Roode in the slightest. And Daniel with the drop kick. What a drop kick by Daniel Bryan. And now has Robert Roode. What a counter by Roode. But no, Bryan. And I think this is vintage. Daniel Bryan caught up with an elbow. And Bryan now is poised. Bryan ready to strike on the top rope as Daniel Bryan delivers that elbow drop right to the heart of Bobby Roode. And Bryan, try to go for the drop kick. No, Bobby Roode saw it coming. Roode now turns him around, and what a neck breaker. What a neck breaker by Robert Roode. And now has Bryan on his shoulders. Brings him down. And picks him up again. Again does Bobby Roode for a second time. And a Roode bomb. Ends the sequence with the Roode bomb. And is it over? No, it's not. Bryan kicks out at 2. Bryan kicks out at 2. And now Robert Roode is now poised. And look at this. The Boston Crab is just wrenching away. It is Robert Roode on Daniel Bryan. And again, Bryan able to fight out, able to get out of it. Is Daniel Bryan. Northern Light suplex brings down Robert Roode. And now Bryan again, another suplex. Suplex City. And wait a minute. The Miz. And it's The Miz on the stage. And look, he's staring at Daniel Bryan. And look at this, gonna allow Bobby Roode pulling on the tights, and Roode got him. Roode got Bryan. Roode got Daniel Bryan. Roode beat Daniel Bryan with help of The Miz and with help of pulling up the tights. And look, pulling up Daniel Bryan's tights for extra leverage. And Roode gets the win over Daniel Bryan. And wait a minute, in the ring. Oh, who the hell are that? That's Dallas. That's Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. Oh, and Bryan fighting back, but no, the numbers game are too strong. Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel, we haven't seen these two in a minute. And oh, what a clothesline. I haven't seen these two guys here on Raw in a while. Oh, God. Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel, and brings Bryan down. And this is just a mugging here. A mugging by these two. Attacking Daniel Bryan for what? And oh, and a right hand. And ladies and gentlemen, we're out of time.